One slip, and Sooryavanshi will bowl from the city end. On target first up. Yeah, no need to hurry is what they will think, the two batters, because they just need to get to 126. There's that bounce early on.
Yeah, well, we've seen that all through the Bangladesh tour here in Harare, as well as down in Bulawayo, where you don't expect that same amount of bounce. So Zimbabwe used that well.
Shouts of catcher, they won't carry. They're big boundaries, these. I say that only to augment the point that the bounce is there. You can go to it because you do have the leeway of a vast playing area.
And you can see that's played, but not with a great deal of comfort. No control, although it doesn't carry through to the fielder. But that bounce and with these big boundaries has been part of Zimbabwe's success against Bangladesh in the tour preceding this one, Tom. So
there you go. You have to deal with it. Yeah, good things done in that Bangladesh tour of Zimbabwe.
He's looked to use the bounce here, Sooryavanshi, and ramp the ball as opposed to try and take it on. So that's another option. Nyamuri, he comes into this T20 international squad and makes his debut today. 4 crucial wickets in the test match to help Zimbabwe along to that test match victory, as well as some performances in the one-day series as well. Well, this is the start that man would have asked from Sooryavanshi and the other on the field of play. Important to finish off this opening over well now at this stage.
Dot ball to finish. Sooryavanshi with a good start. Here's his partner in crime, Richard Ngarawa. And that's what he does. Keeper interested. I will say, though, that Marumani is interested in just about everything all the time.
We are. And I think Raza echoes your sentiments.
Yeah, I've been watching him for ages, and game after game he'd be up. It's very close to the bat. That probably opened him up. Good movement. Taken keeps down the leg side, and lucky not to have been punished by that one.
That's the one, just, yeah. Enough daylight between bat and ball.
Sure, couldn't get any closer. Another lick of paint, of varnish. Wow! That is lambasted. It's gone a long way. 6 runs. We did say these were big boundaries. He's made light work of that.
This is huge. I mean, yeah, big boundary, we know that, but it's gone literally another 30 or 40 meters past the boundary with ease. So there's the big boundary, and then there's the grass embankment. It's gone past that. 100 meters.
Nice shot off the front foot this time. He's talented, this youngster, and he's just shown it there with 2 shots.
Oh, and then he says, well, I can also just be nice and conventional. Just waits for that to come to him. No foot movement whatsoever. But look at how late he hits that. Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, that's the best of the lot. 6 over long off one that's back of a length. Some shot.
I don't think we'll see a shot better than this today. And if it is, it might be off Sooryavanchi's bat. What a shot. Look at the height of the ball when he makes a connection with the bat, and how easily it clears long off. And that's off the back foot.
Wow. Incredible stuff. Picks up length quite quickly, but his striking of the ball is incredible. That's nicely played as well. Lots to do from Adebere in the deep. Yeah, lots of runs already. 17, 19 now with the couple. Have a look at these.
Well, that's the first one. He has heaved that out the ground. Next delivery, and then have a look at this. That is just pure class from a young man.
And his intention up at the top of the order all the time is to look to dominate. He does that and has done, yes, domestically. But in international cricket, trying to get some sort of a start. And just get something on that. So here's Mzarabani. What I will say is it's lovely. Draws to an end, work day. And they're here for precisely this. It is a ridiculously good shot. Off the front foot, just stands up on his toes, and off back of a length still forces it away for 6. And not too easy to do, I can tell you.
Well, not unless you're Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. He made that look like he does that for fun every single day, but such is the quality of the young man, and we've seen him do this over and over again, countless times, against a different quality of bowler always. Such a fearless young cricketer.
I said he'd have good memories of playing here, and also it was under 19s, carried his side then, 175 off 80, that's in the final. Also 68 from 33 against Afghanistan in the semi-finals. So yep, lovely, gone through the ranks. What's he, 16? I think he's still on 15 still, not yet 16. I know you're surprised. Every time I say it, I surprise myself as well.
I'm also having flashbacks of that under-19 World Cup final, that 175. don't have words to describe the way he went about his innings. The game was done in the first, literally 10 overs. And India batted first.
Shouts of catch it. It will be taken. Muzarabani making things uncomfortable to the point where Abhishek tries to hit out. It results in his demise.
Yeah, it's the constant barrage from Muzarabani, isn't it? He's been relentless in the areas that he's bowled. He's caused problems for Abhishek. You can see the emotion from Zimbabwe get there.
Ishan Kishan, international career, does it all pretty quickly, doesn't hang about. We'll have a challenge here. It bounces. He'll have watched on the side and formulated some sort of a game plan. Final delivery of the third. There's that bounce again. Top work by Muzarabani. It's 23 for 1. Rinku. Brad Evans in a rich vein of form with bat and ball. Shot. Ever so slightly too full and is pumped away. That man Sooryavanshi, that boy Sooryavanshi again.
He's just smashed that. That's what he's done. He's just seen the ball up and he's gone, thanks.
This time goes on one knee and helps it over long leg for 6 runs. It's all out attack by Sooryavanshi.
It's difficult enough to bowl to him at the top of the innings, but you've got to try and stay far away from leg side, because once he sees that, he's going. This one he's just picked up, really. It's not the full swing of the bat, but still clears the boundary with ease.
It's a great awareness and a dexterity as well, that he tries to make sure it goes fine. There's a man back there who's at deep backward square. So as he works at leg side, he's got to make sure it goes finer rather than just whack it, especially on boundaries so big, because you miss hit it and it goes close to that man, you can be out. So he made sure it was a long way away from him. Wouldn't have mattered too much, seeing as it cleared it comfortably.
Well, he's entertained us already in the few overs that he's been out in the middle. That's the biggest that we've seen today at Sports Club. His ability to strike the ball so well all around the ground is what impresses me so much. And then there's that final one.
He decided to shift and go to Evans. It was more along rather than into the pit. It's going to present you the most difficulty.
Evans will certainly look to get that ball up a little bit more and move it around, which, as you say, will play more into the Sooryavanshi in the way that he will look to play. Doesn't have the pace of your Muzarabani, doesn't have the pace of your Ngaraba, therefore the bit of extra bounce.
Yeah, live on that sort of length. And the reason you would is just kind of risk and reward. The fuller you are, you might think, oh, it's swinging a little bit, but slips have been dispensed with. But once you're there, even if it hits one of those, it can bounce a bit more, it can bounce a bit less, it can go away from the middle of the bat. And if it doesn't hit the middle of the bat, the boundaries are big. You've got fielders set square, and it gives you more of a chance. So work with that. Work with the big boundaries, and let him keep taking the risk. Don't take it out of it for him. Rather, let him take it.
Yeah, 32 already in just 13. You take away his blistering knock so far, and India are 5 or 6 for 1, with a few more boundaries here and there, maybe 10 at the end of the 4th.
Nicely nudged. Kishan. 35 for 1.
He's dominating this run chase, 32 out of the 35. Sooryavanshi rightly with his third. Something special all over the world. They're talking about the 15-year-old, and when he was picked for this squad here in Zimbabwe at Rainsford, I'm sure some of these boys and girls have come in to watch Vaibhav bat.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the young man. Prior to this tour starting, is he coming? Is he gonna play? Can't wait to see him. They did have a little taste of him during the Under-19 World Cup. The privilege of doing that final, and let's just put it this way. There's a lot of bowlers from that England Under-19 side that are still hurting from some of those shots. He nearly cleared the building on the opposite side to go on to the main road on numerous occasions. And yeah, some of these young players will come out and be like, wow, I want to do that. But at 15?
They would have felt a lot better once they saw bowlers of high caliber take the same tap during the IPL. Almost felt like a miss hit. Sooryavanshi is good enough to get the miss hit away for 4 as well.
It was a miss hit. I think for a moment here, Zimbabwe's thinking this could go to cover, but he just commits. Every shot he plays, it's a cross-seam delivery, he commits. Face just opens, not a lot of timing, but wow, what a lot of power.
Make no mistake, this is an important series for Sooryavanshi. At the back of the disappointment in England, only get better. Oh, there was a slight mix-up, and had cover point collected that, Sooryavanshi had run halfway down and Kishan had not responded. In the end, it's 2.
Just for a moment there, a little bit of ball watching. Sooryavanshi thought the run was on. There he goes. He doesn't see his partner moving, and then finally the commitment to come back for a second due to the misfield. But you're right. He would have had to turn around very quickly because Madebere is an excellent fielder.
My goodness, Sooryavanshi, 15 rows back from the 15-year-old.
I know this venue. I've done that a few times. A few months ago, we saw a lot of this. This is some shot. Granted, you probably think it's a change-up in the slot, but this goes a long way. 90 meters. Top-tier stuff.
44 off 16. Team score 48. Sooryavanshi score 44.
Looking to replace the ball as well. It's taken a pounding. There you go. They've come along.
Spanked away again. Into space she goes. Sooryavanshi taken down as well. Sooryavanshi 48. India 52 for 1. Muri.
Yeah, had a bit of a niggle, did Nyamuri, at the knee, but back in the side. Last ball of the previous over, room down the leg side. He almost gets into a little bit of a tangle there, but then you see the commitment to say, I still have a scoring option here, in that he continues to give himself space, gets caught in two minds, but then has enough adjustment to pick up the boundary.
Smart from Kishan. Just works it round the corner, picks up his first boundary.
Slight adjustment here by Nyamuri. I think maybe the batter moving and thinking he needs to cramp him up. But with fine leg up in the circle, and we're still well inside the power play. This is just a simple shot for the quality that is Kishan. Seeing all these placards that say Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, just talking off air. So much support coming from South Africa this weekend, sold out. Zambia, Botswana, there's so much support that's going to be coming out to have a look at this child prodigy and this Indian side, which is littered with superstars.
This time 2 full, same result. Kishan finds another boundary this over. India marching on.
So the boundary before, he gets it off the hip. This time, Nyamuri makes the decision to go a lot fuller. But the margin of error to some of these batters is so small. Different delivery, low full toss, same result. With fine leg up in the circle, acres of room. And it's probably the shorter part of the ground today at 62 meters.
That's unfortunate for the bowler. It was a good short ball. The field wasn't for it, and Kishan has helped himself to 3 boundaries off the over.
Yeah, it's beaten the man at short fine leg on his right. This occasion, you're right. It's a good change up here by Nyamuri. Gets the bottom edge. No control there by the batter. But fortune favors Kishan on this occasion. Beats that man at short fine leg on the left this time.
Should be comfortable too. That's proper power play batting. And then Prince Yadav, Zimbabwe went nowhere in the power play. India on the other hand, it achieved. And Garava's back. The field is back as well. Let the milestone count begin. 50 for the first time in international cricket for the 15-year-old phenom, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi.
Yeah, what a place to do it when he took India under-19s to yet another under-19 World Cup with an incredible innings on that particular day. But you're right, Ronak, start the count. The first 50, and look at that strike rate. 4 4s and 4 6s. Quite incredible. Everyone will always ask, what were you doing when you were 15? Scoring international 50s.
And out. A roar from the Harare crowd. It was fun, but it's done now. And Garava throws it wide. And Sooryavanshi finds deep third.
Ben Curran takes the catch. A sparkling innings, but it's a nice change up here by Garava. Slightly slower through the air and wide. He's looking for multiple hitting zones. Doesn't get the timing there, and he has to go, gentlemen. It's a breakthrough here for Zimbabwe. It's the second one to fall. Sooryavanshi